Hey fam, what's good, what's good? I hope that you're well and keeping safe. Hey, if you have watched my previous week's Nasdaq video, we all should have had a lovely week of trading. Okay, well, if you didn't find yourself watching the previous video and you found yourself trading Nasdaq, if you had like a profitable week, well done. If you had a lesson week, well done. I'm gonna show you now where you could have caught a few pips here and there, and yeah, let's move with it. Hey, so last week we were over here, right? Last week we were over here. I basically said that this candle over here don't mean anything to us at this moment, but we can see that we have the strong bearish movement towards the downside, right? With leaving that small wick over there. Boom. Long term, this could be an actual target which we can go into this region over there. I'm not gonna go into in detail. If you want to find like the detailed video, as I said, you can just go back to the previous video and watch that one. Okay, so we said that we also do have this region over here. Boom, we broke out of this actual region. So what do we wait for? We wait for the retest for a move towards the downside. Okay, we scaled into our actual 4-hourly time frame, and this is where we basically build our confluence to why we want price to go towards the downside. Okay, so we basically had like a trend line drawn out over here from this point right through over there. We had our actual area of resistance boxed out over there as well, and we had our targets over here. Boom. Right, so on Wednesday we basically hit our targets. We hit our targets on Wednesday, right? And it was a roller coaster of a week emotionally. I'm not gonna lie, mainly because I've always been a scalp trader, so I now like step into the intraday and swinging style of trading, and it's quite something. But it is super dope. It's super dope. I like it. So basically I said that we're gonna wait for some sort of a charting pattern to push price towards the upside for that move towards the downside, right? So this was basically the move that happened. I boxed out this region over here, so I was like, okay, cool, this could be a potential double bottom formation to take price back up, and hey, there was my entry of this lovely hammer candle over there. Where am I taking price? Back inside this actual area of resistance over there, right? So as you can see, from this move, it was like an 80 odd pop move towards the upside, and then another move towards the downside. And as you can see, we had a nice rally towards the upside on Nasdaq. We had a nice rally towards the upside, and it just so happened that our best friend gave us that actual that entry. Our best friend 1530 gave us our actual entry, right? So we went short on 1530. Went short on 1530, and our target was this region over here, right? This region over here. As you can see, we're tapping inside an actual area of resistance over here. What do we look for in areas of resistance? Buying opportunities or selling opportunities? We are looking for selling opportunities in an area of resistance. If you did not know that, well, I have a video of support and resistance. Find yourself watching that video as well. Okay, so we basically slam price towards the downside. You in your trade over there, boom. You in your trade over there, we want price back inside this actual region, right? And I was like, yo, this is crazy. Target's gonna hit somewhere on the Monday, and then we're done trading for the week. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case. So yeah, we do have our targets over here. And I basically scaled on my lower time frame as well, because I saw that, okay, cool, we're having rejection on at these lows over here, so we're gonna have to pull back up for another potential dip towards the downside, right? So I boxed out regions where price broke but haven't came for a retest. So can you see, like over here, right? Can you see at this region over here, boom, this actual area over here that was resistance, now turned as support. We broke out of it, now turned as resistance. Okay, can you see that? When we broke out of this region, we haven't came back for the retest to take price where? To the upside or to the downside? In actual areas of resistance, we're looking for selling opportunities. Okay, so you this is being patient. This is being patient. Waiting for price to play out. With a tap in, where do you go? You go short. I'm gonna just go on my actual 1 hourly. You're going short on Nasdaq. And who was our actual best friend who helped us? Hey, as you guess, 1530. Let me just remove this over here. Bang. And just remove that. And this monitor price, that's 1 o'clock, so that's 2 o'clock. Yeah, boom. So let's go on our 30-minute and just see what 1530 did. Can you see this is the 230 candle? So this is the 3 o'clock candle. So with a tap in, we're shorting Nasdaq. So with a tap inside this region, we're shorting Nasdaq way to our overall target. Bang. Over there, and can you see that's another 166 pop move towards downside, and it just so happened that our best friend took us to the downside. So you're in your trade, and we rally towards downside. Boom, almost hit target, but we didn't. Almost hit target, but we didn't. We just we just came back up. So can you see that this actual this weak, the sign of rejection? Why? Because we are tapping inside this actual area of support over here. Can you see this? We are tapping inside that actual area of support over there, and boom, prices decided to go back up. So can you see this actual higher lows that's printed over here? Get yourself out another trend line. Get another trend line. Hey, for a second, you obviously would have had like this. You can go to the 30-minute, so what do we wait for? Break, retest, for move towards downside, right? And boom, can you see that? So let's just adjust it a bit so that we can accommodate that one over there. So let's adjust it more. So now you're just patiently waiting. You're patiently waiting. Boom. Can you see that we have an actual break out of this trend line? Can you see that? This is 1 o'clock. This is 1 o'clock. This is 2 o'clock. This is 2:30. This is 3 o'clock candle. Can you see that we haven't touched the actual trend line just of yet? Can you see that? So our best friend, once again, 1530, did the necessary. So with the tap in, we're shorting Nasdaq, and can you see that that's like an 80 odd pop move towards the downside? Can you see that you are having this actual trade running over here with that which you are gaining 208 pops? You have this one running over here which you're going to gain 166. You have this one that you're running over here which you're going to gain like 81 pops. And just check this, 1530 came and 1530 basically smacked us. It smacked us out of these trades. It literally smacked us out of these trades. So your target is smacked bang, right? So you're out of these trades. And it was as simple as that. It was literally as simple as that. So I was out, weekly target is smacked, with a little extra. And I decided on Thursday, I don't know, maybe it was just like the adrenaline still pumping inside of me. So on Thursday I decided to actually post an actual call out. So those who know me, they know that I won't be, I don't give call out. I don't like call outs, mainly because my mentor my mentor, he also don't like call-outs. Why? Because I can teach you how to fish, but at the end of the day, you need to do it yourself. You can't be dependent on me, and that's the whole vision. That's the goal. I'm here to learn you some sort of an actual, only one, if you want to call it a strategy, well, some sort of a strategy where you can gain few pips, where you don't have to complicate yourself. But it's going to take you some back testing from your side as well, to understand what am I actually looking out for. As you can see, throughout this whole entire like few videos which I've made back then, it's only support, resistance, trend lines, and market structure which I move on, pure price action. And these are all trades which I take on my own, with no assistance from no one, on my own. And that's what I want you to do at the end of the day as well. Okay, so on Thursday I decided to do an actual call out on Nasdaq. I basically had out this trend line over here. I saw that, okay, cool, Nasdaq is creating these actual lower highs over there. We do have this actual area of support over here which we are struggling to break out of. So can we see potential move, potential move back up? And basically I was just monitoring price. So on Thursday I actually caught another trade on Nasdaq, and I boxed out this region. Boom, I boxed it from this area down like this. I boxed it out like that. Bang. So I was like, cool, if we're gonna have an actual break, we're gonna wait for the retest to take price way towards the upside, right? And listen, this is how you actually backtest. This is what we're doing now, is backtesting. So I was like, cool, if we're gonna have an actual break out of here, we wait for the retest to take price towards the upside, right? But if we're gonna break out of this region, we're gonna wait for the retest to take price towards the downside, right? And I looked at my higher time frame. If you can look at the higher time frame, we've been rallying towards the downside. We've been struggling, to break this actual area over there, and over there as well. So we can see that potential move towards the outside, right? So I was like basically waiting for the move towards the upside. And yes, this literally happened. Boom. I saw this lovely hammer candle, and this could have been an actual area where you could have found yourself long. I didn't find myself long over there. You could have found yourself long over there. And bang, can you see that we broke out of it? Then we just rallied towards the upside. Now look at this. Let me just show you like where I actually did that. Bang. And I just want to like duplicate it, somehow. Can you see that, this was the actual call out? This was on Thursday, about, one can say 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 in the morning. And I basically call out the move towards the downside and the move towards the upside. This was crazy. This was like honestly crazy. Right? Some may wonder like, what's this actual line over here? Well, that's just the daily trend line. Can I just show you? That's just the daily trend line which I had out from this region over here. Daily trend line which I had out like this. If I can go back and just do that, can you see that there's the actual line? If I can do this once again, can you see there's this actual line over there? So what I basically did was, and this is on a 30-minute. So this actual opportunity opened up itself. Price was over here. Bang. So one went short over here. Short. Why? Can you see this? We have a low. We have a lower low. We just changed our structure from this bullish market to a bearish market, so we can see potential dip towards the downside. This is where we take price. This is where we take price towards the downside, and towards the upside it was basically from here. It's basically from here back up over there. Now some may wonder, like, why is this one higher than that one, the take profit. I basically took it to the high of this week over here. Can you see that? If you can just make it bigger, I basically took it to the high of this week over there. Can you see that? This week over here, bang. I basically took it to the high over there, bang. Okay, and this was literally how this trade played out. This was literally how it played out. Check this out. This was super crazy. And after this, I didn't find myself trading on Friday. I didn't find myself trading on Friday because I didn't feel like it was necessary. Why? Because target has been already hit. Let's not be greedy whatsoever. And this was literally the move. Bang. Can you see this? You hit your target on this move towards the downside, and now we're shifting towards the upside. Can you see that you're in this actual trade over here as well? Now we want to take price back to that region. And you out of that trade. Yo, that was crazy. That was like super crazy. That was super crazy. So if you saw that and you took the trade, hey, well done. But I didn't find myself trading on Friday. I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I didn't even look at the charts, to be honest, on Friday. So yeah, that was literally like the moves which we had over the course of this week. So let's get into the outlook of Nasdaq. What is happening now on Nasdaq? What am I waiting for next on Nasdaq? So if I'm gonna go back on my weekly time frame, right? If I'm gonna go back to my weekly time frame, we said that, okay, cool, this could be a potential area, where price can find itself, coming back for a potential move towards the upside, or we can just see ourselves, rallying towards the downside. But if we're gonna rally towards the downside, where can we potentially hit into? Can you guys still remember this trend line which we have over here? Bang. I hope you still remember this one. If we can copy and clone that and just place it on the highs and just leave it like that. So this could be a potential area, if our lower time frame remains bearish, we can see price coming back inside this actual region over there. Okay, long term. Okay, so if I can leave this trend line out like that and just zoom in a little bit, and get myself another trend line. Listen, I'm not doing this because I want to, Nasdaq actually loves to respect trend lines. So if I'm gonna have a trend line from this region, and it's just extended like that, let's make it a different color. Let's make it that color. Can you see that, we broke out of this actual trend line? Can you see this? We broke out of this trend line. Can you see that? Now, looking at this actual, those three formations which we have over here, is this an actual morning star or an evening star? So I hope that you in the other side, you screaming out of your throat that, hey, evening star. Because this is an actual evening star. And what's the psychology of an actual evening star? This is basically to indicate to us that we can see potential move towards downside. Okay, so if I'm gonna scale down to my actual 4-hourly time frame, bang, right? So let's build up some confluence to why we want to see, price hit back into this actual region, or how we can actually see that price can potentially head back inside this region over here. Boom. So can you see on our actual 4-hourly time frame, we are currently tapping inside an actual area of support. Can you see that? We are tapping inside an actual area of support. Knowing that in an area of support, we are looking for buy opportunities to take price way in this actual situation. It would be like back inside this actual trend line for potential move back towards the downside, right? But can we just buy off it? No, we're gonna have to wait for a clean change in structure on our actual lower time frame to tell us that we can now head towards the upside. Okay. Another thing which one can actually look out for, is if I'm gonna have another trend line drawn out like this and just extend it like that, bang. Let's make it a different color. Let's make it blue, and just copy and clone it. Bang, 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 and just place it on our actual lows. So this actual low, this trend line on our actual lows would basically be a trend line to assist us that we can find ourselves heading towards the upside. So can we see a potential move towards the downside, a move back up, retest, and then a move towards the downside? That's a potential opportunity which can occur. And just looking at market structure alone, can you see that we do have this actual low over here, we have this higher low over there, to market giving us a what? An actual lower low. To a market giving us a lower low, now we can identify whether this is a bullish market or an actual bearish market. This is a clean bearish market. Okay, a clean bearish market. Why? Because we do have this actual high over here, a low over there, we have a higher low over there. A market that's giving us higher lows is a what? A bull market. But now we do have this actual lower low over here, indicating to us that we're now in a bear market. Okay, so knowing that if we create an actual a lower low, what do we wait for? We wait for an actual lower high to take price way towards the downside. Okay, so what we will be waiting for on our lower time frame, on our 1 hourly time frame, is basically something to tell us that we are going towards the upside. And what will that be? That will be a change in structure. Can you see that this could be a potential double bottom formation, to take price towards the upside? But it's a potential one. I'm not saying that it is one. So we will have to wait for a clean change in structure or a clean charting pattern to tell us that we can see price move towards the upside, or just a higher high. Let's wait for the actual higher low to take price towards the upside, and then bang, we can smash towards the downside. Okay, so basically my outlook on Nasdaq would be for a selling opportunity back inside this region. We can look at 15,140. We can look at 15,140 as an actual target where Nasdaq can potentially head itself into over the course of this week. So just trade responsibly. Just be responsible, please. Be responsible. First of all, you're gonna have to wait for our 1 hourly. You're gonna have to wait for our 1 hourly to change its structure from this bear market to a bull market, and then we're gonna take price way back up inside this actual trend line over there. Why? Because this trend line is our daily trend line, so we will basically respect our daily trend line for potential move towards the downside. Why to the downside? Keep in mind that we do have an actual evening star. We do have this actual evening star formation, indicating to us that price can potentially head towards the downside. Remember, if we can't have this move towards the upside, right, back inside the trend line, it would basically just be a week, and the candle will just it would be like something like this, bang. So yeah, my outlook on Nasdaq would be an overall sell opportunity back inside 15,140 over the course of this week, next week as well. This is just us preparing ourselves on what can potentially happen over the course of this week and how we're going to be reactive. Listen, we are reactive traders and not predictive traders. Okay, reactive, we trade what we see and not what we think. Okay, so if this market change bullish, if this market have to change bullish and just head towards the upside, create an actual higher high. What do we wait for next? Retest to take price towards the upside. Clean, simple, okay? Reactive and not predictive. With that being said, previously I said please use money management, so for this week as well, please make sure that you are, using money management to your advantage, to stay inside this market, because it's not about who's making the most money, it's about who is surviving the longest. Okay. Yeah, so that's all from my side. I hope that you have a clean understanding of what I just mentioned on Nasdaq. If not, find yourself watching this video once over and over and over and over again, until you actually understand that. And please don't forget to hit that like, that subscribe button, and please share these videos to, if you have friends that's trading Nasdaq, share it to them. Let's all learn, let's all grow, let's all earn, because that's the vision. And it's me, your boy D. I'm